Welcome back to Afropulse, where the voice of Africa doesn't whisper, it thunders. If you haven't already, tap that subscribe button and join the movement. Because this isn't just commentary, it's a calling. And speaking of callings, Julius Malema just gave one of the most soul-shaking speeches of his career. Not in Parliament, not on social media, but in Limpopo, standing before thousands of people, with nothing but his voice and his ancestors behind him. I have strong ancestors, and they don't play. That's the line that echoed across South Africa like a drumbeat from another world. It wasn't just a soundbite, it was a spiritual declaration. A message, a warning, a testimony. Malema, standing grounded, fearless, told the world what fuels him. And it's not politics. It's not popularity. It's not even power in the traditional sense. It's ancestry. It's spirit. It's the unseen forces that walk with him into every courtroom, every protest, every battle. And he made it clear, he's not alone. At that rally, Malema didn't talk like a man looking for votes. He spoke like a man walking in alignment with something far older, far deeper. He said, "I do not feel afraid. That is why, if I have no other choice, I enter the fire head first. I am aware of who is walking alongside me." This isn't new for Malema. He's always merged politics with spirit. But this time, it felt different, bolder, more intentional. He didn't just speak to the crowd, he spoke through them. To generations past, to forces unseen, and to his enemies. Because make no mistake, Malema has enemies. From courtrooms to political chambers, from headline-hungry journalists to global billionaires, they've all tried to shake him, cancel him, crush him. They've said he's too loud, too angry, too radical. They've used the law. They've used the media. They've tried to break him from every angle. And yet he stands. Not because of luck, not because of PR, but because, as he puts it, my predecessors have fought for me. That line? That's legacy speaking. That's the soul of Africa roaring through one man's voice. But let's be clear, not everyone agrees. Some have taken to social media accusing Malema of hiding behind mysticism, saying he's using spiritual language to dodge policy questions. That invoking ancestors is a distraction, not a solution. But that critique misses the point completely. In Africa, spirituality is politics. Ancestral power is governance. A leader's strength isn't just measured in manifestos. It's measured in how deeply they walk with the people and the spirits of the people. The connection to roots, to land, to blood, that's not theater. That's survival. That's power. And Julius Malema understands that better than most. He didn't just leave the ANC Youth League to form the EFF for political convenience. According to him, it was a spiritual transition, a moment of destiny, a calling shaped not by polling data, but by ancestral alignment. He's not trying to be understood by Western analysts. He's not looking for approval from think tanks or foreign media. He's speaking from the soil, from memory, from bloodline. And whether you agree with him or not, that kind of conviction can't be ignored. It's not just about Julius Malema anymore. It's about what he represents. The growing return to African spiritual consciousness in leadership. It's about refusing to separate policy from identity, about standing in front of thousands and instead of saying, "I will protect you," saying, "We are protected." By who? By the ones who walked before us. The ones whose names are no longer in textbooks, but are written in the soul of this land. So what does this moment tell us? It tells us that the future of African politics might not come from tech conferences or budget meetings. It might come from altars, from dreams, from ancestors who demand justice, and from leaders unafraid to admit that they are not walking alone. Julius Malema didn't ask for your approval. He claimed his spiritual inheritance. And in doing so, he forced a nation and a continent to reckon with its own reflection. So whether you believe in ancestral power or not, one thing is clear. Malema's strength doesn't come from press releases or speeches. It comes from something older than fear. Stronger than corruption. Something that doesn't play. If this message moved you, subscribe to Afropulse and be part of a conversation that doesn't just break news. It honors the spirits behind it. This is more than politics. This is memory, voice, and presence. And this is Afropulse.